Has it ever happened to you that you got to the InPost locker and you're so frustrated because you can't open up the locker, nothing's working, it's frozen, or it's absolutely packed? Today we're going to be covering some troubleshooting. So if you used InPost Locker for sending and receiving items, you may want to stick around. Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Marshmallow Mommy, and I've been taking you on our Vinted journey to cover everything related to Vinted, postage, setting up your account, so make sure you check out the playlist. But today we're going to be talking about troubleshooting with InPost, and I'm going to be looking now because I do have some notes. First of all, let's talk about when the screen is as dead as a dodo. You got to the InPost locker, you try to scan your code and nothing's working. So you got a couple of options. First of all, make sure that you downloaded the app. So when you have the app open on your phone, then you should be able to find a button to click on to remote opening. So you click on that and you should be able to open your locker without having to use the screen. Second one, if it's still not working, then just contact InPost. You should have a telephone number on the front of the locker. So remote opening feature is your best friend. And the next one is talking about printed and digital labels. The main difference is obviously it's in the name. I sell stuff on Vinted and buy stuff on Vinted as well, and I always use the digital label. I covered it in my videos, loads of them, because the digital label, if you've got a smartphone, that's actually the simplest way to send and receive parcels. So what you do, if you saw stuff on Vinted and you chose InPost, when it comes to getting the label, you just click onto the digital label, and it's so simple. You open it up, and when you packed up your parcel, then you go to the InPost locker. Obviously you have to check that you got space, and then you open up your label. You open up your phone under with the QR code, but you have to, my suggestion is to put your screen on the maximum brightness you can have. I also take a screenshot because where I tend to send my stuff, there is no signal, so very often it's not loading. So maximum brightness, take a screenshot and you're ready to go. When you get to the locker, you have to hold the phone about 15 centimeters away from the screen. Sometimes you have to angle it a little bit. It should scan it. So digital labels is a way to go. But printed, obviously it's in a name, you need to print the stuff out and it involves a lot more work. So what happens if the locker is full? Again, the InPost app is your friend because it will give you live availability. It's super easy. You download it, you put down your location, and it will come up with your nearest locker, and it would also tell you if they have any spaces or not. It will also tell you if they only have a few spaces left. So it's very good because it saves you going to the locker, getting frustrated, because it happened to me in the past. Before I discovered the InPost app, I went on to Google, put in InPost, I did everything online, but it did not give me live availability. And by the time I got to the locker, it was full. So that's what I tend to do. So it's important, use the app, and also if you use the app and you see that your favorite locker is full, you got different options. You either go to the nearest one that they have space, you go back to your original locker, but you just keep checking. I find it super early and super late. They may have spaces during the day, especially my small Tesco Express locker. It's pretty much full all the time. Literally, as soon as they empty it, starts filling up. So I used to go super early before I went to work. I changed the location now, so it's so much better. And also there are InPost lockers that would be inside various shops. Again, the app will give you these options. All right, lockers, when are they emptied? When is the best time to go? It's a very good question. If your InPost locker is a big one, let's say it's next to a massive Tesco and it's a really big locker, very busy one, they will properly empty it more than once a day. If it's a smaller one like my local one, which is a mini Tesco Express one, they only empty it first thing in the morning. Apparently they go and do it super early. So depending on the size of the locker, bigger ones get emptied more than once, smaller ones probably just only once in the morning. What happens if the QR code doesn't scan? Again, a couple of options. If it doesn't scan, if you're sending an item and the QR code, your QR code is not scanning, again, go through the same thing. Make sure that it's really nice and bright. Make sure that you're at the right locker. So try to scan it. If it's still not scanning, then contact InPost. There should be a number. And again, as I said, then try the remote opening. If you're collecting items and it's not scanning, just double check, are you at the right locker? Because you'll be able to send the item using any kind of InPost locker, but when it comes to collection, you can only use the InPost locker that you've chosen. So you could end up standing around and trying to open a different locker. So just double check. So what happens if the parcel doesn't fit? If you're returning items or sending items like what I do with Vinted, then you will just click on the screen to say my parcel doesn't fit, and it will give you a different option, and you will be able to, if they have any, for example, if your parcel doesn't fit into medium, then you say my parcel doesn't fit. Then if they have any available larger lockers, it will give it to you and you'll be able to send it off. But it's only if you're returning orders, if you're returning items, or if you're sending off items, for example, to Vinted, through Vinted. If you bought InPost, if you bought a locker through the app and you purchase the wrong size, let's say that you purchase the small and it's not going to fit into the small, then it will have to be cancelled and it will have to be kind of upgraded to a bigger locker size. So it's a little bit more complicated if it's actually your fault why the parcel is not fitting, if you know what I mean. There are different parcel sizes. I was actually quite surprised because I wasn't aware that there was an extra small one as well. I'm just going to run through the sizes super quick. So these are all in centimeters. So extra small is 4 by 23 by 40. The small is 8 by 38 by 64. The medium is 19 by 38 by 64. The large one is 41 by 38 by 64. And the maximum weight is 15 kilograms. So whatever you do, do not try to squeeze your medium parcel into a small compartment, and if they can't get the parcel out, it's gonna get damaged. Then again, it's just too much hassle. So whatever you do, just stick to the size that you can safely put your parcel in. There's always a way around it. So my suggestion is download the InPost app. That will definitely help you. Check out my videos on Vinted because, as I said, I've got loads of stuff. So hopefully you'll be able to find something that you're stuck with and it will help you out. Thanks for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
Okay, let's go.